Welcome to a very spooky and visual episode of the Workshop Podcast. My name is Patrick Caleri.
My name is Sarah Billiot.
And I am Frankie Valentine, at least on one side.
I'm not clever enough to make like a because Frankenstein, there's something there, but I'm not clever enough and quick enough to make it. So
Someone already did it. If you look at the Monster High, the little Frankenstein monster version girl is Frankie Stein. So
oh, really? That makes sense.
Damn, someone took that one. Guess I'll be Valentine.
Do you think R.L. Stein would name his child Frankie just to...
Oh, if he didn't, he wasted his life.
Honestly, well, the question is R.L. Stein his real name? Let's see.
To the Google!
I've never even thought to look that up.
Yeah, Robert Stein.
For our audio listeners, Patrick is Googling something.
Yes, Robert Lawrence Stein. What a very Protestant
Lawrence
name.
Or Lawrence?
Lawrence.
Huh, that's a boring name.
Why he goes by RL? RL's more interesting.
Oh, I'm allergic to my costume.
Oh, no, that's not good. One of my favorite little jokes online is that George R.R. Martin actually stands for George Rorge Martin.
I thought it was railroad. Isn't he the Lost Monopoly guy?
He's the final railroad.
Yeah. You can never truly win until you have all of the Song of Ice and Fires and.
So I guess you'll never win.
Monopoly is just one of those games you play until someone gets pissed off and flips the table.
Yeah, usually very early on.
Oh yeah,
it's always me. I don't play Monopoly. I can't. I don't have the tolerance for it.
I've played like 3 games of Monopoly in my life, and I've loved every one of them. But I always know that this is the last time for a decade.
Yeah. Like, well, that was fun. Let's never do that again. I never really played Monopoly until there was a hurricane, and I had bought the one that had the credit cards, and it was just me and my mom, and we played, and it was amazing. We loved it. So I went and I picked the game up, put it away after we finished, and then the roof fell in that bedroom, and everything died. I lost that, a bunch of my records, a shit ton of books.
Oh,
times.
That's awful.
I do remember, like, during Katrina and Rita and Ike, like, just having all those board games to go through because there was literally nothing else to do.
Honestly, that's what we used to do, though. I mean, like, from 0 to 7, like, board games were still predominantly, I think, the main entertainment. We played so much Aggravation growing up, or Trouble, or whatever it was called.
We were kind of poor, so all our board games came from, like, garage sales. So we played Mousetrap with Legos and Monopoly houses. We played Sorry, but I was the shoe, My sister was the army man.
Yeah, Sorry is good.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we played, I think the most common we played was, it probably was like, well, Moncala. Did you guys ever play Moncala?
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Kind of. I used to have the daddy part of Don't Wake Daddy.
I don't even know what the game is. I don't.
You get a dad, and he's like in a bed, and he's wearing a little hat, and he has an alarm clock, and you roll the dice, and you I think you pick a card, and there's a color, and you go to that color, and then whatever number's on the color, that's how many times you press the alarm clock. It's kind of like the game with the whipped cream on the hand.
Yeah.
But instead of making a mess and your parents hating you, the little man just sits up and the hat flies off.
Your parents hate you, but it's unrelated.
Yeah, it didn't have the hat, so he was just in the bed like.
He's got the death mask.
Don't wake Daddy. Shit, defibrillate Daddy. He needs help.
He needs help.
Okay,
That
I was
reminds me. I put on. Oh no,
it didn't take long at all.
Frankie's
No.
nail broke.
Wait.
I put on Monsters Inc. for Liam. I don't know, last week, the week before, and normally he doesn't even pay that much attention to the TV if it's not like tractors or helicopters because
Fair.
he's a tractor man. Um, but at the very beginning of Monsters Inc., you know how the monsters like going in to scare the boy and it's practice and then the boy like shoots up in bed?
Yeah.
I think I traumatized that boy because Liam was like watching it and then he stuck his little lip out and he's got tears
Oh
like running
no!
down his face. And I was like, I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. I'll take it off.
You
And
always forget about those.
Then she put on Up to cheer him up, and that didn't work either.
Like you really just got to skip through the first 20 minutes of any Disney Pixar because there will be one traumatic inflection point.
Well, I don't know. He watched Finding Nemo, and Nemo's mom died, and he was pointing at it laughing.
I feel like
Crazy man.
I feel like that one's vague enough. We've got the cut to black. I don't think he knew what happened there.
Like, so she's not in the sequel. No, honey, she's not in the sequel. Trust me.
Hey, we didn't see a body. That's why Finding Nemo 3, the wife comes back.
I'm back from getting the milk. Where the hell are all the babies?
He's been in Atlantic City for the last 20 years.
I hit big on a craps table and decided to just keep playing. I don't know why I've given her this accent. Does she have that accent in the movie?
I don't know. I mean, we hear maybe 3 lines from her, so she could have developed it.
While she was gone. She comes back. I swam the channel. Oh, frick.
Yeah, she went overseas.
Actually, I think she
touched
went
the butt.
through seas. So yeah, I was right. It didn't take long. I got little stubby sausages again.
No more witch. No more witch.
Yeah.
Nail.
No.
7 minutes in.
Hey, a new record for me. So before we read our pieces, why don't we say who or what we are? I'll let Patrick start since he is our ringleader tonight.
I am a slice of pizza. Yeah, it goes. It continues. It's like a little. Hang on.
Wait, how far does it go down? It doesn't stop.
It's like it's one of those Chicago slices.
Do you think I could work at a strip club with this thing? Like,
you going full Monty? You going pepperoni?
Huh?
Is he going full Monty? Nah, he's going full pepperoni.
Well, I am Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers. Glasses. I even have the shoes.
oh, nice! You do have the shoes.
My big ass feet.
Oh, nice.
I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that. Honestly, I'm proud of myself.
Where did you find those glasses?
Amazon.
All right.
And today was the first day I opened them, and I was expecting them to be thinner, but it's fine. I should have opened them 2 weeks ago when I got them.
Jeff Bezos, you ruined my Halloween.
Well, you could file them down. Get you an emery board. Just go to town on them.
Get a rat to start.
You know, I would break them for sure.
Live and let live.
Yeah, it's fine. People know
Live
who I
and
am.
I am Harvey Dent's girlfriend. He didn't have one in the show, but you can call me Henrietta Dent. I don't mind. I was like, I'm going to paint myself green. I'm going to be a witch. And I was like, that's too basic. I got to be obscure. I'm going to be a character that doesn't exist. So I'm Henrietta Dent.
All right.
Nice.
I'm Two-Face.
Honestly, just don't tell people that Henrietta Dent isn't a character, and they'd probably. There's enough weird esoteric comic lore that she might be a character.
Isn't there a version of Spider-Man that's just a pig in a Spider-Man costume? Like,
Yeah.
I could be Henrietta Dent. It's fine.
Right.
I was like halfway through painting my face, and like, I'm done.
More power to you.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to do half ghoul, half glam. And I started putting the glam on. I was like, this burns. The ghoul is fine. It's not painful at all. I've been crying for an hour. Inside. Like, Tammy's like, are you going to be okay? I'm like, I don't know.
We're about to see.
Yeah. If we can still see.
You could also just say that you're Mulan from one frame of the movie.
Oh, who is that girl? Oh.
Whoa now. You let me go out looking like this.
She couldn't match me with anybody. Damn. I should have went with the matchmaker. I could have drew myself a mustache.
Oh,
Then I could have justified shaving off my actual mustache. Be like the spiders watching me tear down the spider webs and like, wow. And then I put a fake spider web like, freaking wow.
You gotta also make you got like the running mascara too, though. If you're gonna, yeah.
It works. The only saving grace about this is that I use the Jeffree Star lipstick, so it smells like root beer in here. As long as I do that.
Keeps me sane.
Yeah. Everything else, pure pain. Pure pain. Oh, it's so nice to be able to use my fingers again. So, last week we had a prompt.
That we did.
And our prompt was horror story. Write a special piece for Halloween. Something scary, silly, or somewhere in between. This year's theme is For the First Time. Who would like to read first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let me pull it up real quick. So I started. I had a couple of different ideas for this, and I started out with something completely different. I was trying to do like a tent revival kind of short story, where like the sermon evolves into something a lot more dark and whatever. I started doing that, and then I realized, man, I need to read more sermons before I can write like that. So that one kind of fell to the wayside. So this one, I just kind of did a one-shot short story, not explaining too much. All right, we'll begin. It's called The Spectre Night. All nightmares are the same. Maybe not identical. Doubtless, there are infinite variations, gouging and clawing atop one another to reach the peak of the human hippocampus. Seven-legged critters that scuttle across the fringes of the mind in dusk. Lost loves transfigured into Lovecraftian monsters. Suckling faces leaning in for a last embrace. A mask of flesh on spindling feet pursuing up, down, across portraited hallway walls. Simpler things, too. Rejections, heartaches, forgotten goodbyes. The faces may change, but the heart of nightmare beats constant. The Spectre Knight knows this. You can't be intimate with a thing without feeling its whole. So she sees with unbiased clarity the unbridled horror each and every one of her enemies succumbs to at the edge of her blade. She simply doesn't give a damn. It is the roiling black mist the occupants of the casino will remember most, if they remember anything at all. Oily and coiling things, more serpent than cloud. But they have yet to violate that sinner's sanctum, still marshalling their full strength in the wolf-bite moon. The inside of the casino is dingy under the swaying lights, its patrons robbing themselves blind beneath the whorish guise of strong drinks and genial dealers. And when they win, a great cheer followed by more rounds. And when they lose, they will win the next time. Predictable. Enrique, one particular hammered and dapper gentleman, yells to an employee, "You sly bastard, you're swishing the cards on me." Never, the dealer jokes back, patting the golden lion insignia on his breast pocket that is the logo of the company. "On my honor, Geraldo, perhaps you should just play better." "Honor among card slingers, ha!" The olive-skinned Geraldo laughs back, swooping a glass of champagne from a nearby serving girl in a jade dress and, after some consideration, swooping the girl onto his lap at the card table as well. She laughs, even when his hand slides down her backside less than appropriately, as always happens. Again then, with my good luck charm, Geraldo says, casting his lot while the slot machines play their digital rhythm. Smoke wafts from under the heavily guarded door to the back room, the VIP lounge where nobody asks what happens, and twirls with the sweat and perfume and adulation. Thick security guards stand sentry outside the casino, and in or stand. Thick security guards stand sentry outside the casino and in, hands tucked firmly upon the vaguely concealed death on their belts, as always happens. And glistening chandeliers sprinkle chips of diamond across the bacchanal, light on brass trombones and champagne flutes, and ruby carpets and golden banisters and emerald bracelets and electronic ecstasy and lips and throats and laughs and tears, and the woman at the entrance doors, until suddenly the diamonds wink out, as never happens. To say all goes dark wouldn't be completely true. Imagine instead a vast cathedral hall, the central candlelight of which has been unceremoniously snuffed. And at the altar of that twilight congregation, a lone silhouette with tendril snakes twisting around her hands and black smoke pouring through the open portal behind her. The patrons would have thought her Lucifer returned to tread the earth with Nyx in his wake, had they been able to see it. Such a waste that they all faint dead away the moment her foot crosses the threshold. The Spectre Knight eyes them all dispassionately, one man still slumped over a slot machine with a half-spilled lager decorating his shirt front. This method is best, yet it is a pity so few can see the splendor of her regalia. Full armor of deepest onyx, like some greedy god had plucked her from the very forge of night, and scythed with gashes of dark purple. Twin metal serpents widened up her back, poised to strike on her shoulder pauldrons. They almost seem to move as she does, with eyes of black gem. The armor's bearer is young than one might expect, her face unmarred by years. In fact, she has just reached 27, though the short cyan hair and piercings indicate greater youth. She wrinkles her nose at the hazy interior, even as the last trombone gives a final hoarse wheeze. The people here, many could do with a lesson as well, but she has other business to attend. So she treads lightly, careful to avoid squashing an errant finger as she wends her way toward the gentleman's club. All she avoids touching, save for the man Geraldo, his hand still planted firmly on the jade girl's ass. On him, she lays a gauntleted hand, soft as silk, but he shudders and jumps all the same. He will awaken, same as the rest of them, but his rest will not be pleasant. Instead, he will remember his 10-year-old daughter and the faithful wife he has so often betrayed. With luck, he'll wake with tears on his cheeks and a mouth that tastes like raspberry regret, and the thought makes the knight smile. But she will not draw the sword. Not for him. Brash as she is, she knows the severity of unsheathing her weapon. It has been drilled into her for what seems like eons, she thinks ruefully as she approaches the squat back doors. The punishment fitting the crime and all that squabble. It seems tedious in her eyes, but then she is young. She'll come to see the truth of it. Perhaps. The door opens with a nudge, sending the half-comatose guards behind them pinwheeling to the thick floor. Through the elder haze, the knight sees a space much like the main floor she's just left, though conspicuously more opulent. A round room with round men gathered by a round table, casting their chips as carelessly as they pulled triggers and toppled dynasties. If the casino is a body, then this is its jowls. A rather poetic comparison, she thinks contentedly. Hola, chica, says one of the four men at the table, drunk on tequila and lethargy. There are others, of course, a full security detail, but the stirring tendrils of her power had preceded her, dropping the smattering of thick men to the ground like sun-weary toddlers. Only the men in their chairs remain somewhat conscious. The knight has taken liberties there, too. Didn't know we had company coming tonight, boys, the man continues, almost lost behind the tobacco smoke. Normally, the crude insinuation would have insulted her, but the permeable film of grease that hangs about the whole place is such that it barely registers. Besides, the man is bald and sweaty and unimportant, so the knight disregards him with a smile. Please don't get up, she purrs, knowing full well that they cannot, even should they want to. In their minds, she is nothing but a fever dream, something ephemeral but not quite remembered in waking hours. This won't take long, and I only need eeny, meeny, miny. She circles around the table, tapping 3 men in succession until she reaches the final member of the party. You. At the word, the 3 prior men loll in their leather-backed seats, twitching in fits of unconscious dread. How swiftly dreams turn traitor. Hello, Cardosa, the woman says to the remaining player. He grins lazily in the half realm before sleep, much smaller in person than the shadow he casts. The goatee is more gray than the jet of his prime, and what few dark hairs remain fight a losing campaign against time. Still, he is a dangerous man, or he has been, until tonight. So they sent you, he says, yawning slightly. Tears bead the corner of his eyes. Whether from the fumes or genuine merriment is anyone's guess. Disappointed, are we? Well, you gotta hope that when it's time to punch out, they'll at least do you the honor of setting one of the big dogs on you. No offense, kid, I'm sure you're a tough customer. That armor's a good look. How much? Not on the market, sorry. I'll look you up in 50 years if you're still interested. I'd get used to jumpsuit orange for now. Ain't the first time someone's told me that, kiddo. I wouldn't count on it. I got friends. Easy to buy friends with the cash that comes through here. The knight leans against the playing table, its wood groaning beneath the stress of her black and purple plate. Or maybe it too feels the passive listlessness of the knight's power. Sometimes she wonders that herself. But cash isn't the only thing that you move through your fronts, is it, Cardosa? People want a place to lose a few coins and break a few commandments. Who am I to deny them their pleasure? He's still grinning, but now he drops further back in his seat, spilling comfortably across the armrest. Coins, drugs, trophies, people. The woman's tone is still flippant, but a deadly violet streak flashes behind her eyes. Hey now, Hermana, I don't do that shit. Anymore. It is entirely possible she knows that he is guilty of nothing unseemly this night, besides an appalling affinity for cheap cigars. But Felix Antunez Cardosa has built his fiefdom on blood, carving a criminal swath all the way from Guadalajara to Midwest America. And wherever the scorched trail goes, his business follows, cropping up as cheap costumes for the real employ of the Cardosa syndicate. Behind the glimmering mask of every gold-fonted casino are the real staples of rags to riches success, hookers and blow. Felix has been thorough. The groundwork of his kingdom lies in the strong foundations of generosity with influentials and socialites. An emperor in a country where the law of the land bends more readily to coin than justice. For the first time in years, she draws her weapon. It seems a living shadow bound to the haft in her fist, undulating in the barest approximation of a blade. One glance is enough to know that nothing of this world can withstand it. She calls it her nightmare. Cardosa is sunken too far into his pleasant stupor to feel the metallic taste of imminent danger. No tequila, then? Fine, your loss. You seem dead set on ruining my evening, and I imagine I'll be in some sort of cell before the night is up. Tell me, do you think they'll give an older man a decent cot? My back does twinge these days. She doesn't respond, quietly satisfied to watch the once great Goliath fall further into the remoteness of his subconscious. Cardoso is talking to himself now more than her, practically forgetting the armored titan in her acrid blade. Still, I suppose it's an honor in its own way, being brought down by a monster like you. He raises a glass in a sloppy toast. The knight laughs. It isn't mocking or cynical, meant to lord superiority. It is the genuine laugh of a young woman who simply can't hold back in the face of such arrogant absurdity, the kind that makes your chest itch from the effort it takes to stop. And the others call her naive. Even in his days, Cardoso has enough presence of mind to feel a twinge of doubt as the sound peals around him under the corpse light. Oh, Felix, the Spectre Knight finally chokes out once she has regained her breath. You were never a target. You're just a warning. And she slides nightmare into his chest. Cardosa gapes. His eyes goggle, spiderwebs of red capillaries standing in relief against the whites. There is no pain, strangely, no sensation at all besides the lethargy. Disregarding the night and the whispering exhaustion and the meter length of burning black speared through his torpid heart, there is nothing at all out of the ordinary.